God, you got called out, Mateus, like, by fucking both of them.
That was so funny.
Big Brother begins now.
Well, I survived an eviction by unanimous vote, which is kind of nice.
Thursday night, we had the eviction, and before it happened, I had a lot of people messaging me, just like last week. I feel like that this is becoming a common trend that people are looking at me and seeing how I'm going to vote going into the eviction, and it's got me kind of worried because I'm playing a really big role in the evictions. So Kyle H messaged me and was like, hey, what's going to happen? And I said, hey, it looks like that the majority is going to be voting out Chris, even though earlier this week people were saying Nick.
I woke up this morning that Nick is going home, and I was fine with that. And then I hear we don't have the votes. It's already too late to convince anybody else. And then I hear that I am one of the only people going to evict Nick. So I have to change my vote. I'm not going to be... I know that I said I was going to evict Chris for bringing out Chaos Simon. But I did change my mind after that a little bit, knowing that Nick is the bigger threat. And starting paranoia right now is not the best thing. And I'm so glad I didn't, because holy shit, I would have been even more fucked than I am right now.
I really wanted Nick to go home this past week. I think Nick is a much bigger threat to my game, and I think to a lot of people's game. Chris wasn't a threat to my game, and Nick is. So I would be nervous if Nick won HOH this week. I know he wouldn't target me, but I easily think he could put me up if he needed to. So that makes me really nervous.
Everyone knows if I win HOH that my two nominees would be Matus and Matthew. So I think that everyone kind of feels safe right now knowing that I'm not going to be going after anyone but those two people.
So after the eviction, we were talking to the outsiders, and I decided to call Jamila because I wanted to talk to her, and I realized that I really wasn't feeling safe. I could tell I was going to be in the minority if I voted for Nick. I talked to Jamila, and I said, I really need someone to work with. And she said, hold on, Matthew is calling me. So I was like, oh, that's awkward. Jamila, out of nowhere, tells me that Mateus and Simon want her out, and Matthew told her that. So me, being the Good Alliance member that I am, decided to tell both Simon and Mateus that Matthew had said those things.
Fucking Matthew Sherliff threw us under the bus.
Kyle Ha from Outsiders saw me and Simon screenshot where Matthew telling Jamila that me and Simon gunning for her.
He tells Jamila, immediately goes on call with her, and says that me, Mateus, Marie, and I think he said Kyle H too, not Kyle H, we're all targeting Jamila.
Wait a minute. I saved your fucking ass. Don't nominate you. When people told me to backdoor you, I could do this. And now I'm regret I keep you on week 1 and then didn't backdoor you because you're a fucking bitch.
People don't know that I'm a very loyal person. I pick my alliances and I ride and die for them. But then when I hear that you fuck me over, shit will go down. Mark my words. Matthew's blood will be on my hands.
I need to figure something out to scrap this fucking bitch and send him home this week as soon as possible because he is dangerous. He's fucking bitch. I don't know what anyone said about him because I hate him on personal, emotional, game level. I'm like, there is no way I will talk with him even on car or the outsiders because I will just drop the car.
Jamila knows I'm targeting her and she's targeting me. So there we go. That's how it is. play fake nice if she wants, because that's how she plays. But you know what? Whatever. She's cool. Whatever. I fucking hate Matthew Sharp. Love him as a person. Hate him as a game player.
Literally week 1, we were like, we need Jamila out. We need Jamila. What happened?
Yes, I think that Jamila is right after me. Big clear tonight.
Because I think Jamila has our backs more than we think she does.
Why?
I don't know. I get that feeling. Like, I talk nice to her, and she tells me, like, she just, I think we're all wary of the same people.
So unfortunately, we decided that the Outsiders is now kind of a fake alliance, just to make sure that we can somewhat keep Matthew on our side.
I was a little worried about Jamila trust Matthew about what he told her, so I create my fake story of Matthew called to me.
And I'm not very happy at the moment because I just got off a phone call with Mateus.
I called Kyle and told him that Matthew told me that he is gunning for me with Jamila, and I am not happy about this because I am the best friend from them and talk to them the most. I'm like lying about this friendship.
He basically said that right after the eviction last night, Matthew gave him a call and said that Jamila and I were targeting him. The person I want out the most in the game is probably Simon, but now it's kind of switching over to Matthew because Matthew's just going around telling people that they're being targeted by certain people.
He told me that Matthew told him that Brandon and Simon gunning for me, but I was, wait a minute, I have something for you. Then I find message when Brandon said that he wants to put Matthew up.
Now he's telling other people like Mateus that me and Jamila are targeting him, and I was just really surprised by that lie.
And now everyone thinks that Matthew is fucking liar and I am still princess of this house. So, hands up!
He has definitely shown that he can't be trusted and that he's definitely a shitster and he's trying to be very manipulative.
Next day, I called Jamila and told her the same thing that I told Kyle S. And she told me that Kyle S. already told her what is going on. And then wants so fucking badly Matthew out. And I'm like, oh my god, this worked out, and I'm happy because this is some my game move I created on my own.
I don't know, it's going to be a very pivotal and important HOH this Sunday. I am having mixed feelings again about winning it, but at this point, I just want to make sure that the target on my back doesn't grow any bigger because I feel like I'm seen as a big influence and that I'm always flipping the vote.
I really hope someone in my alliance like Kyle S. or Jamila wins it, because I do think that now that we're only 5 people in a group of 9, we do have to stick together for sure for at least like a few weeks before that starts to fall apart. I do think that the group of 5 is going to be strong.
I kind of want to step back this week, but at the same time, I want to make sure that the alliance stays intact and that we get our enemies out of the house this week.
So I think there's a really good chance that this week can actually go in my favor and I can avoid the block.
So Simon, Mateus, and I are going to continue working with each other, but we have to be very smart about it now because it's going to be really hard. So we decided to kind of break up and kind of go our separate ways and start talking to some other people. So I kind of am cozying up with Jamila and Kyle S., where Simon went to Brandon and Mateus was going to Tom. I now am in an alliance with Jamila and Kyle S. called Team JK. I'm really hoping it's a real alliance, and I'm really hoping that they're not just playing me. I'm going to keep my guard up. I'm going to be careful what I say. I think Matthew Sharp has overstayed his welcome, and I genuinely think it is time for him to walk out the door.
And welcome to your 3rd Head of Household competition, Pre-Jury Knows Best. This competition will test your knowledge of everybody that has currently in pre-jury. I will read a statement, and that statement will be said by one of 3 people. You'll answer either Chris, Marie, or Max, and you'll send me your answer over Skype. The statements have been made during their Big Brother Basics interview, so all of these statements have come from the interview portion of the game. After all statements have been read, we'll see who has the most points. The person that has the most points will win the Head of Household competition. Statement 1. I work as an animal researcher, so I work with monkeys and dogs all day. The correct answer is Max.
I work as an animal researcher, so I work with like monkeys and dogs all day.
Everybody but Kyle S. gets a point. Question 2. I love to talk. I love to talk to people about anything and everything, even if I don't know what I'm talking about. I pretend that I do. The correct answer is Chris.
I love to talk. I love talking to people about anything and everything. Even if I don't know what I'm talking about, I just pretend like I do.
Mila, Nick, Simon, and Tom all receive a point. Statement 3. If I get added into an alliance, I'll go with it, but I'm not planning on making any or making myself a target. The correct answer is Max.
If I get added to an alliance, I'll go with it, but I'm not planning on like making any and making myself a target.
Hodges and Simon gets a point. Statement 4. The competition aspect, I don't find it as important as I probably should. The correct answer is Marie.
The competition aspect, I don't find it as important as I probably should.
Everybody but Kyle H gets a point. Statement 5. It was Audrey Middleton's Big Brother mini Skype game, which I ended up winning. The correct answer is Marie.
It was Audrey Middleton's, actually, BB mini Skype game, which I ended up winning.
Matthew, Simon, and Kyle H receive a point. Next question. I'm not going to say that competitions are my strong point because that would be a bold-faced lie. The correct answer is Chris.
I'm not going to say that competitions are my strong point because that would be a bold-faced lie.
Everybody but Brandon receives a point. Statement number 7. Going into this game, I want to focus more on the social aspect. The correct answer is Max.
Going into this game, I want to focus more on the social aspect.
Matthew, Simon, Kyle S., Jamila, and Kyle H receive a point. Statement 8. I could be like the Ian, who's the Big Brother superfan and completely owned it and won. The correct answer is Chris.
I could be like the Ian who was the Big Brother super fan and just came in and just completely owned it and won.
Hodges, Simon, Kyle S., Jamila, Tom, and Kyle H all receive a point.
Oh my god, I'm in the lead right now. I'm sweating from my armpits. Somehow I'm starting to pee. I'm crying. I'm ahead by a couple points. I really want this HOH really hard. Kyle H is right on my tail. Even though if I know he wins, I know I'm safe, but I really want to make a defining HOH in this game. I really hope I win.
Statement 9. I don't really like Frankie. He's kind of a douche. All right, the correct answer is Max.
I don't really like Frankie. He's kind of a dude.
Kyle S., Nick, and Brandon all receive a point. Or statement 10. I am timid. I can be aggressive at times. The correct answer is Marie.
Timid. I can be aggressive at times.
Everybody got it correct. Move on to the next question. I'm pretty good at convincing people to do what I want to do. The correct answer is Chris. And with that, it's impossible to catch up. Simon, congratulations. You are the new head of household.
Oh!
Good job, Boo Boo.
Congrats, Simon.
Congratulations,
Simon.
Congrats. Good job. That was hard.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I wanted to win so bad. I wanted to win the HOH.
I came in third place today. I've got to win. I've got to make some decisions so that I can show that I've played a really good social game and that I can win a challenge.
I felt pretty confident because there were 5 people who could win and I'd be happy with. And there's only 3 people who really just we need to beat and then we'd be good. The HOH comp starts. It's a who you know kind of comp about the 3 pre-jurors. So I'm like, I got this in the bag. I know Chris very well. Turns out I don't, and Simon fucking wins it.
Simon win, and I could be more happy than someone else win. Mikhail and him have to win because the outsiders are fucking done because of Matthew. I don't know if we want Matthew out this week because he will call out, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a good thing. I am pretty, staying safe, and welcome to week 4, Matthias.
I think I have crashed on Tom because he shaved and he looked pretty good without every beard here. This is so weird. I love him. Like I am really like a friend, and I hope he goes so far in finale. But I have second person who is in love with me, and this is Simon. I'm in number one from him. Oh my goodness, my lipstick is so good. Do you see this? Big brother, my lipstick is so.
I'm a little worried about Tom this week because I don't want him go out because he's my best friend here and I will almost cry if he's evicted this week. So I will need to play to Simon to not put Tom up because I feel like I need to protect him because he's no power and he's like I don't know what he's doing but I like him too much to let him just go out from this house.
I called him immediately after the HOH competition, mostly because I wanted to go to bed. Simon told me, he's like, I want you to know that you and Tom are like completely safe. He is wanting to put up Jamila and Kyle S. Those two people are like the biggest talkers in this entire game. Jamila is talking to everyone. Kyle S., I don't know if he's talking to everyone, but he doesn't talk to me individually.
I found out recently that I believe he's nominating Jamila and Kyle S. And lucky me, I aligned with them a few days ago and made the alliance Team JK. So I'm trying to navigate through that, trying to make sure that I stay tight in that alliance. I'm starting to gain their trust, but I can also stay loyal to Simon. There's an inkling in me that Brandon, Tom, Kyle S., and Jamila are working together. Just by social cues, by the way they interact with each other and the way they talk about how the game is going.
This is really good for me, for my game, and for Tom's game. Right now, there are so many people around us that hate each other. Matthew and Nick have beef. Mateus and Nick have beef. Jamila and Kyle S. will now have beef with Jamila. Kyle H. doesn't like Nick because he put him up originally. Tom and I think, are like the only people who people aren't upset with. And that's okay with me.
I'm pretty goddamn sure that I'm going to be nominated tonight. I was talking to Jamila, and she gets a call from Simon, and then I joined the call with her and Simon, and she basically tells me that she told Simon we were working together and that she wanted to bring him in. And so Simon's here, like, completely skeptical, like, I feel like I haven't talked to you guys very much at all. It was a disaster. Like, the tone of the conversation was not good, and I could tell that, he wasn't buying any of our shit. I don't want to leave this game yet, but, it's not looking good for me right now, and I'm really disappointed in myself. I'd feel better if it was Matthew and then me or Jamila on the block next to him instead of both of us together. I'm having fun. I'm just really mad, and I hate Simon, and I hope he loses. Fuck. Fuck Simon. Fuck this shit. Fuck his lucky bitch ass.
Jamila and Kyle, you motherfuckers. I told them in confidence. I said, Simon is going to put you up. And what I hoped would happen would be that they would say absolutely nothing, which is fucking stupid of me, and I realize that now. Like, why wouldn't they confront Simon? He's HOH. But why would they throw me under the bus when I'm trying to save their asses? I told them, I was like, I'm going to fucking tell Simon to not fucking push you up, and I was going to hope Brandon and Nick would go up. Those are the people that I said, you know what, motherfuckers, you need to go, because you don't have my best interest. And I thought Jamila and Kyle S. had my best interest, and now they don't too. All those fucking times that we talked, this is just complete bullshit. I can't even. I'm fucking pissed. I'm fucking pissed at everyone. If Simon really has my back like he thinks, like I think he does, then I am just so grateful that he's giving me a second chance that I don't even deserve. I fucked up so bad. I did the riskiest thing ever. And, I mean, clearly, if I'm able to get away with it because of Simon, that is going to be amazing. But, goddamn, I fucked up, and I will own every fucking second of that.
Basically, I know I'm about to go up at the ceremony. Fuck Simon. I'm getting rid of you. Then I'm getting rid of Matthew. Fuck all of you. You do not have the votes. I have of every single person in the house. Fuck you. I have everyone but you. That's why I didn't talk to you, because I didn't need you. I just didn't chat with you. You weren't worth my time, and you know it. You weren't worth it. And that's why I'm up, because you're jealous that you weren't worth my time. You've played a billion orgs, and you finally learned how to play from me.
So I just got off call with Simon. I'm not being nominated, which is great. But my biggest two allies, Jamila and Kyle S., definitely are being put on the block today. And I couldn't even defend them at all in my conversation with Simon. Like, I didn't even try, and I feel really bad. But he had his mind made up, and I couldn't go against it, or else that would just throw suspicion on me. So I was just like, you go, Simon. Do what you need to do. Put them up, blah, 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 blah. I'll do whatever you want, you know. He already asked me to not use veto if I win, and I already kind of planned on using it if I did get picked and win. So hopefully I just don't win, and don't have to come make that decision now. It's going to be a tough week. It's my chance to finally lay low, but at the same time, I want to save my friends, so I have to make a lot of choices, whether I can try to get the target off my back by doing nothing, or be really active and take a lot of risks.
Well, I'm looking at all these people, and I just see that they're all really ugly, but there's someone like Nick, who everyone really wants me to nominate just because he's been a threat. I don't know if I really want to play the house game. Then there's someone like Jamila, who's loved by everyone and is such a social threat and strategic threat, and I kind of want her out of this house. And then there's Kyle S., who's obviously someone who is working with Jamila, and they're just really close. And do I really want to keep a duo in this game that's that strong? And then there's finally Matthew, who threw my name under the bus, and it's really scary to have that in the house, and especially I thought I was aligned with him. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to do, but I hope I'm doing something that's best for my game right now. Welcome to the nomination ceremony. As HOH, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. I will pull the first key, and that person is safe. They will pull the next key, and so on and so forth. The first person safe is Nick.
All right, thank you, Simon. The next person that is safe is Tom.
Thank you, Simon. The next person who's safe is Brandon.
Cheers, Simon. The next person that's safe is Mateus.
Thanks, Simon. The next person safe is Kyle Ha.
I think that's me. Thank you, Simon. And the last person safe is Matthew.
This means I've nominated you, Jamila, and you, Kyle S. Jamila, I've nominated you because obviously it's shown we don't have the best connection in this game. I just don't think we see eye to eye, kind of, and I think you're a lovely person, but obviously everyone loves you, and that's very dangerous. Kyle S., I've nominated you for almost kind of the same reason. I just don't feel like we've seen eye to eye, and I mean, obviously you're a very scary person to be in this game, so yeah, I've nominated you both. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I know people are going to gun for me because I'm way more likable, way more flawless, way more fabulous than they will ever be. But they all have their qualities, and they shouldn't hate me because I'm awesome and beautiful. They should hate me because I'm smarter than them.